Let me unmute us. All right, we're unmuted.
Greetings. Hello, friends.
Yeah, we're doing a live stream for once because my computer doesn't suck eggs now, so we can actually
Yeah.
do that.
We're gonna watch some Pokemon!
Right. So, real quick, I guess we have roughly about 6 minutes before the direct goes
Please
live.
ignore my sniffling during the whole stream because
During the whole stream.
I am coming down with, or not coming down, I'm getting off of a huge cold that probably my family gave me at Christmas.
Yeah, fair enough. Everybody's getting sick.
Yep.
So real quick, when they announced the direct, uh, of course, every time a direct is announced, everyone's like, "Here's my wish list of shit that I want," right? And so,
Yeah.
Sinnoh was trending because
I've seen it.
yeah, people want a
Everyone wants
Gen
Diamond and
4,
Pearl.
yeah, they want a Gen 4 remake.
I want that. That's my
And
favorite game. That's my
I
favorite
know.
Pokemon gem.
That's why I have to have this discussion with you and laugh because I made the mistake of tweeting about it and I was like, look, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Gen 4 is trash. And
Oh, you are the worst human ever. You are human garbage.
So many people were so mad. It was so funny. I was like,
why did you say it? Did you say it for the shock factor,
no,
or did you genuinely not like Gen 4?
because Diamond and Pearl are the first Pokemon game I actually just don't enjoy. Like, even as a child, I remember playing through it and I was like, well, this was underwhelming.
Dude, the story it's the first story that isn't like
I just didn't care for it.
It's the first story that isn't completely BS.
Fair enough. Where it's just like a rip off of Team Rocket, basically.
Yeah, this dude, like the leader of Team Galactic, he's not trying to. He's literally like, I just want to remake the universe like the way it should be. Like,
Fair enough, I guess.
He's like Thanos. He's basically Thanos.
But Sapphire and Ruby was basically the same concept, except just with Earth.
No, but that shit is. Oh my god, no.
See,
it was so good.
I talked with Adam about it too, and he's like, I don't like. He was saying that he didn't like the way the map was designed, but overall he liked it because he liked the Pokemon and blah blah blah. And I'm like, that was the first one where I looked and I was like, I don't like the Pokemon at all. I don't like the way they look. They have like, I know that Gen 4 has good Pokemon in terms of like stats and moves and stuff like that. But like, I don't play Pokemon like you guys do like that. I just play Pokemon casually. So I just like whatever Pokemon I like visually, that's the Pokemon I usually use. So I play like a fucking 10-year-old, you know? But anyways, that was the first game where I was like, this is lackluster. And
oh my god.
I think I played Diamond, so I got whatever Dialga. And even when I got Dialga, I was like, meh.
I don't even know what you're saying. In my opinion, Diamond and Pearl is where Pokemon peaked.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people say is that it's basically the last good one. If that's like the worst thing they have to say about it is that it's the last good one. Because after that was what? Black and White?
Yeah, Black and White and Black and White 2. Gen 6 is, in my opinion, I do like Gen 6.
That's X
I like X and Y. In my opinion, Pokemon was at its my favorite gen is Gen 4 and then Gen 6, hands down. Definitely.
I would agree that the last good Pokemon game I played was Diamond and Pearl. I still think
it's
the weakest of
hang on. There was also Heart Gold and Soul Silver, yeah, which were Gen 4 games of which I also enjoyed. Gen 4 remakes of Silver and Gold, so you had 2 regions to go and explore, which was awesome.
Right. People have been talking about that a bit too since Let's Go came out, and I think that's probably the most likely scenario you get for Heart Gold remake at this point, if you get another one.
They won't remake Heart Gold. If they remade Heart Gold, I'd be like, really?
Like, no, I'm saying if they redid that region again, it would be in a Let's Go fashion, I think, at this point. Like, there's no point in porting it just straight over. I think they would do it the way they did Let's Go. Which I kind of enjoyed. I liked Let's Go. I think Let's Go got shit on way more than it probably deserved. But they did make some bad choices.
I liked Let's Go, but for me, the capture mechanic got really old really quickly.
Yeah, the capture mechanic is pretty bad.
Like,
I didn't like it at all.
Yeah, I was not
a fan, to be honest.
Someone said Choodle for Smash confirmed.
Oh my god. I can't see for some reason the chat is disabled in on Nintendo's channel.
I'm watching it on Nintendo's channel, and I'm watching the chat.
It says chat is disabled. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah, I'm seeing Pokemon Mystery Dungeon,
Pop out chat. And just
Pokemon VR. That's dangerously close to getting into hentai territory, so no thank you.
Yeah, please no. Sun and Moon 3. That'll be good.
Yeah, can I get a third iteration of Sun and Moon, please?
Yeah, dude. Chat is
Pokemon
always
chair
really
and
funny,
table.
dude. Pokemon Thanos and Shrek confirmed.
Thanos and Shrek.
Yeah.
Oh. This is why they need to crowdsource.
Yeah, pretty much. Holy shit. Pokemon the Rise of
Pokemon.
Ketchum.
Yeah, did you see it? Rise of Ketchum.
Oh my god. Dude, chat. Alright, so chat is both the wildest and like the tamest place at the same time, because like you see great things in chat and then you also are like, oh, this is why we have war, because
Oh my
things
gosh.
like chat. Like there are horrible people out there. Oh, here we go.
Welcome to the Pokemon Direct.
Let's hear
I'm
we go.
Ishihara from the Pokemon Company. In today's broadcast,
All
I'd like
right.
to touch on two topics. Let's get started.
Why
Have a
did you
look
mute
at the
me?
following footage.
Nobody muted you. Chill out. Oh boy, retrospective. Great.
I had to adjust it so I could hear you.
I think this actually may be Mystery Dungeon. Yep.
No, I think it's just bringing Mystery Dungeon to Switch. Oh no, no.
It's a remake.
Pokemon Mystery Dungeon.
Yeah, it's a
Rescue
Oh,
Team
the art
DX.
style's cute.
The art style is cute, but I wonder. I'm gonna buy it. But at the same point, I kind of wish it were. This one.
Kayla's gonna. My fiance's gonna love this.
Oh, they did put some new stuff in. Okay.
Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Rescue Team DX.
Oh, Mega Evolution!
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. They put in the Mega Evolution, so that would be cool.
It's been about
I'm pretty sure they
15
didn't
years
exist
since
anymore in the Pokemon
Mystery
universe after
Dungeon,
Sword and
Red
Shield
Rescue
came
Team,
out!
and Blue Rescue Team were released for the Nintendo DS and Game Boy Advance systems in Japan. But now they will gain a new life as a Nintendo Switch title.
So they're just merging them?
Pokemon Mystery
Yeah, it
Dungeon
looks like they
Rescue
only have
Team
one version.
DX will be released March 6, 2020.
Damn, that's super soon. Okay.
What's more, we'll release a demo version on Nintendo eShop, available later today.
They do that though. A lot of times they have
You'll be
directs
able
like
to
right
carry
before
over your
stuff
save
comes
data
out.
to the full version of the game once purchased.
Oh,
Take
there's a
this
demo
opportunity
version
to get a sample
today.
of the fun. Now, for the other topic, I think we'll ask Game Freak to share it with you. Mr. Masuda, Mr. Omori, it's all yours.
Okay.
Hello everyone, I'm Masuda from Game Freak.
Hello, and I'm Amori, also from Game Freak.
We hope everyone has been finding something to enjoy in the latest entries to the Pokemon series, Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield, since their release last November. Our goal is always to deliver lively new adventures that delight Pokemon trainers around the world.
I never asked if my
We
camera
did our
was
best to
good.
fill these titles with fun activities so that our players could have a fulfilling experience.
I still haven't played it.
And the Galar region is a vast one.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't had
We suspect you've had many new discoveries and fun encounters along your adventure. We've been thinking about how much we'd like it if everyone's Pokemon adventures could go on even longer, with more to dig into and new discoveries to explore. We've been working on plans for some time, in fact. This is why we at Game Freak are now developing the Pokemon Sword Expansion Pass and Pokemon Shield Expansion Pass. Downloadable expansions for the Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield games that will be available for purchase from Nintendo eShop.
Until now, we've sometimes released new titles set in the same region as previous
What
games,
are they?
such as Pokemon Platinum version or Pokemon Ultra Sun and Pokemon Ultra Moon. This expansion pass will be different from those games. You'll be able to set out on new adventures using the save data you're already playing with.
We're in the thick of development now, but we've prepared some footage for you so you'll be able to at least get a feeling for what new experiences await you. Please have a look.
I'm very confused.
Basically, instead of doing a third game, a sequel, they're just.
Huh.
Kind of expected, man, until they expand a bit. Look, I hate to be that guy, but it's never
I remember that was your first call out for how bad Anthem would be. New Slowpoke evolutions, new gyms look like. I think they are. I don't know. They're not confirming it. Oh, are these Gigamax evolutions for the starters? Isle of Armor. Oh. We're going somewhere else. Half-Life 3 confirmed. Yay! So there's a new Reggie? Oh, that does look like a new Reggie. Oh, that's two new Reggies. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Reggies aren't in the game, I don't think. Maybe? I don't know. Looks like it, though. I was just about to say, did we just see this? Maybe it's glitching. Yeah, why are we seeing this again?
Pat the fucking stream. We said 20 minutes, damn it.
Yeah, it says Isle of Armor again. I think they glitched. I think it glitched.
They're showing it again.
It was probably an accident.
This is just our life now.
Look at the stream. Look at the stream. Are people saying the same thing?
No, hold on. I had to check. Why is it?
Reggie Electric. That looks like Reggie Dark.
I guess we should go more in depth now.
No, this is the second time we're seeing this part. I do like Articuno's, if that is Articuno.
The Crown of Tundra. Okay. So part 1 and part 2. They looked almost exactly the same. I couldn't tell the difference.
I assume they'll release new Pokemon with it. At least I can hope so. What's this?
New Pokemon.
This almost looks like... What? I have no idea what that even is.
Never seen this near.
What did you think of this first look?
Oh, it's got Triforces
Pokemon
on
Sword
it!
Expansion Pass and the Pokemon Shield Expansion Pass will be composed of the Isle of Armor, planned to be released June 2020, and the Crown Tundra, planned to be released in fall 2020.
Well, this is coming out soon.
If you buy the Pokemon Sword or Pokemon Shield Expansion Pass, you'll be able to enjoy both as they're released. Each part offers a different adventure,
Very interested to see how.
where you'll be able to visit unseen areas of the Galar region and meet new people and Pokemon that live there. There are 2 versions of the Expansion Pass, one for Pokemon Sword and one for Pokemon Shield. Different Pokemon will appear in the different versions, and you'll also run into some different people and places. We're hoping players can continue with the classic Pokemon experience of trading with one another and working together.
Now, without further ado, let's have the director himself present more information on the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra. Mr. Tani?
I don't feel like I need any more information, but sure.
Hello, I'm Tani from Game Freak. I'm working as the director for the Pokemon Sword Expansion Pass and Pokemon Shield Expansion Pass. The Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra are in development as we speak. So today, we'd like to show off some designs and concept art to help introduce you to these new areas. Your adventures in Galar are getting even bigger. First, let us introduce the Isle of Armor, which focuses on the theme of growth. Take a look.
The next destination in your adventure is a giant island off the shores of the Galar region known as the Isle of Armor. This island is full of beautiful nature. You'll find beaches, bogs, forests, caves, and dunes. And of course, you'll find Pokemon that you couldn't previously find in Galar dwelling there too. There's a dojo for Pokemon battles on this island. And you'll take up an apprenticeship under the Pokemon trainer who runs it. This is Mustard, who will become
So
your
they're
mentor.
adding Pokemon.
He's also the mentor
so they
of
just straight
Champion
up said
Leon,
it. They're
who you
adding
probably know quite well.
Dude, the
In
mentor's
fact,
name
Mustard
is
has occupied the seat of champion himself. in the past.
Mustard!
That's horrible.
You'll also encounter new rivals among your fellow apprentices. When playing with the Pokemon Sword Expansion Pass, you'll be training with Clara, who is a Poison-type user. When playing with the Pokemon Shield Expansion Pass, you will be training with Avery, who is a Psychic-type user. They're both training hard so they can someday have a gym and stadium to call their own. Next, we'd like to introduce the legendary Pokemon that will be central to the story. Kubfu. It's a fighting-type Pokemon that strives to become stronger with single-minded dedication. As you progress through your training, Mustard will entrust you with this Pokemon. Once you complete your training together with Kubfu, it will be able to evolve into Urshifu.
Mustard!
Urshifu is a Pokemon with 2 distinct styles. There is Single Strike style, a fighting and dark type style that delivers a single strike at blinding speed. There is also Rapid Strike style, a fighting and water type style that focuses on unleashing a torrent of rapid strikes. What's more, it's been revealed that Urshifu has a Gigantamax form. Each style will have a different appearance, as well as a different G-Max move. You'll be able to evolve your Kubfu into an Urshifu in one of these 2 styles, Single Strike style or Rapid Strike style, during your adventure. Urshifu is a powerful Pokemon with a brand new ability.
Yeah, so did I.
And it also has a new move for each of its 2 styles. Once you've completed your training, bring it with you for some online battles or official competitions.
Okay, so he's... Okay.
We also want to talk about Rillaboom,
Oh, so it's not going to be
Cinderace,
too broken because it'll
Inteleon.
be able to be used
final
in competitive.
evolutions of the first 3 Pokemon you team up with
Which I
in the Galar
appreciate.
region. During your adventure in the Isle of Armor, these special partners in your teams will be able to Gigantamax. You can look forward to seeing their new forms and new G-Max moves. And as you can see here, we've got even more in the works to make sure your journey is as smooth and fun
Does
as
that
possible.
water Pokemon have a sniper
There are new
rifle?
fashion items,
Hope so.
and you'll even be able to obtain new looks for your bike. We hope you'll look forward to the new experiences coming in the Isle of Armor.
Venusaur, Blastoise not in there?
Next,
Nope.
I'd like to
The
discuss
only
Crown
starter
Tundra,
from any other region is
the
Charizard.
second area, which has a theme
Which
of
was
exploration. I'm going to show you the information we have at the moment.
This expansion is set in the snow-swept realm of the Crown Tundra. Take a look for yourself at the beautiful scenery of this shining, silvery landscape. As it turns out, the Isle of Armor isn't the only uncharted area waiting for you all in the Galar region. In this frigid area, with its towering winter mountains, people live in small communities that support and rely on each other. Much like on the Isle of Armor, you'll be able to find Pokemon that didn't appear in the Galar region before. Fitting right in with this area's theme of exploration, there will be plenty for you to uncover. You might find a strange temple where you least expect it, or maybe spy a mysterious giant tree growing in a place it doesn't seem to belong.
New Reggies.
A certain person will appoint you as the leader of their exploration team in the Crown Tundra. You can gear up for adventure, and then head out to explore blizzard-swept fields, and even deep inside Pokemon dens, which you could only previously get a glimpse of during max raid battles. Next, we'd like to introduce Calyrex, the legendary Pokemon you'll discover during your adventure.
Okay, so this is the
Legends say this Pokemon once ruled over a part of Galar that included the Crown Tundra. It's characterized by its graceful, regal movements. Get ready to experience a never-before-told story about the mysteries of Calyrex.
It is weird that
The Crown Tundra will have a new form of co-op play as well. This will allow you and friends to enter and explore Pokemon dens that exist underground in the Crown Tundra. Deep inside the dens, you may see legendary Pokemon from past games Dynamaxing before your eyes. You'll be able to meet and make allies of all kinds of legendary Pokemon during your adventures in the Crown Tundra,
Okay, so they're bringing back the rest
including ones you'll be able to catch through this co-op play.
Yay! I love Palkia.
It also appears that some brand new legendary
so
Pokemon
all the
are also
legendaries
waiting
are
to be
coming
found
back.
somewhere in this land. And combined with the Isle of Armor, dozens of new clothing items will be added.
Great, so they're literally
Plus, there will be
selling
new battles waiting for you to challenge.
Well,
once
you can
complete
always
your
import
entire
them.
game, including the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra. We can't
Yeah, I
go into
assume
the
so. If
details
they're
of
in the
everything,
game,
but
they're
we're
not
working
gonna go
on
like,
planning
yeah,
and
they're in the
developing
game, but
new
you have
ways
to catch 'em.
enjoy
I
Pokemon
mean,
even
how
as we
can
speak.
you
The Isle of
how
Armor
can
and the
you
Crown
post
Tundra areas themselves are actually two
Yeah,
key
when Pokemon
examples
Home
of the
comes
things
out,
we're
you can.
working on.
Oh,
Both areas are in fact seamless maps, much like the wild area you can already experience in the Galar
I don't
region,
know. It's
where players
said
are able
that
to move
we should
around
be
freely
looking
and
towards
control
that
the camera.
today.
yeah.
Of course, you'll be able to connect with other trainers and play with them too. There will be Pokemon dens as well, and you'll be able to engage in max raid battles against Pokemon that haven't previously appeared in the Galar region.
So yeah, they're selling that.
There's more to see and do on the Isle of
I'm
Armor
trying to be
and in the
optimistic,
Crown Tundra
'cause
than there was
I got
even
news
in
for
the
you.
wild area.
This is a turn. This is a
We'll bring you more
a stepping
information about
stone,
them in
which means
future
that
news
every
reports, so
Pokemon
please
game that
stay
releases
tuned.
from here on out is gonna have style.
Yeah, where they're like, oh, we're selling back some of the Pokemon.
What did you think?
Guys.
We at Game Freak are all working
Just
hard to
telling
bring
you.
you new
I'm
content,
just telling you what's happening.
Yeah.
so you can spend more time having fun in the Galar region.
I mean, I'm glad
We
that
hope
they're
you're as excited
extending
as
the
we are
life
for
of the
what's to
game.
come.
I'm not gonna complain.
Well,
for people
they're
who-
not gonna put out a game this year.
Yeah, for,
Thank you,
for
Mr. Tani.
people that don't play
On
competitive
the Isle of
battling, the
Armor
game kind of
And in the Crown Tundra,
goes out once
you'll
you
see some familiar
beat the story
Pokemon
and
that didn't
catch
appear
all
in
the
the Galar
Pokemon.
region before. There will be more than 200 Pokemon species that appear in these areas, and you can add to your team, including the legendary Pokemon mentioned before.
Additionally, we'll be distributing free updates for Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield that will coincide with the releases of the Isle of Armor
Adding
and
200
the Crown
Pokemon?
Tundra.
Okay.
These updates will allow people who don't have the Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield expansion pass to obtain the Pokemon that appear on the Isle of Armor and in the Crown Tundra through other means, such as trading. Players will also be able to bring over Pokemon to their games from the cloud service
Oh,
Pokemon
that's nice
Home,
at least. So there
as
you
long
go.
as
So
the
they're not
Pokemon appear in the
exactly
Pokemon
selling
Sword
back
and
the
Pokemon Shield expansion packs. Pokemon Home is planned to launch in February 2020. We intend to release even more details before then, so please wait just a little bit longer.
Finally, we have some more news for our Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield players. Starting today, it seems like you're more likely to run into Gigantamax Colossal, Gigantamax Lapras, and Gigantamax Flapple or Gigantamax Appleton in max raid battles in the wild area. Face these powerful Pokemon with your friends. There will also be a software update going live available later today. Once you've received the update, head to Wedgehurst Station.
Friends.
In Pokemon Sword, you'll encounter Clara, while in Pokemon Shield, you'll run into Avery. You'll also encounter a Galarian Slowpoke that's wandered in from the Isle of Armor. You can try to catch it and add it to your team. Galarian Slowpoke can evolve into Galarian Slowbro if you use an item that can be found on the Isle of Armor, or into Galarian Slowking if you use an item that can be found in the Crown Tundra. Don't forget to check it out.
Okay.
What did you think? Today, we've finally been able to show you some of what we at Game Freak are hoping to achieve going
King has
forward.
returned.
We hope we've been able to get you excited for the continuing adventures waiting for you in the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra. Each part offers a different adventure. We'll do our best to fill it to the brim with adventures like you've never experienced before.
Whether you're just starting with Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield, or you've done everything there is to do, we'll do our best to develop something that everyone can enjoy.
Thanks for trying.
Stay tuned for more updates in the future.
My thanks to everyone from Game Freak. The Pokemon Sword Expansion Pass and Pokemon Shield Expansion Pass, which contains both the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra, will be available for pre-purchase on Nintendo eShop later today.
What is that? The price of
You'll
a
also
full
be able to
Pokemon
act-
game, or
That's a half of the price of the Pokemon game. What? That was abrupt. Here's the price. Bye.
dude? It just cut off and just said you'll also be able to. Thanks for.
Yeah. Great. You'll also be able to fuck yourself.
You'll also be able to buy.
Hey, stop! The planes aren't ready yet. Cut them off.
Cut him off! Cut him off!
End the stream. Oh my god. So that's something, I guess. I got a mystery dungeon announcement, so that's cool.
Let's see. What are the things that I liked? The mystery dungeon announcement was cool. I had a feeling it was going to be a remake, which is
Yeah.
fine. To me, it's a whole new game because I
That's
never
true.
played it.
The first one is really good, and I never played the DS one, I don't think. So,
And then I do like that the legendaries are coming back.
yeah, I like that too.
I like that. I like the fact that they're adding in 200 more Pokemon.
Yeah. I'm kind of salty that they're adding it behind a paywall, though. I'm sure that's going to be a whole fucking ordeal for the next 2 months.
Yeah,
Everybody
but
being
the
pissed
good
off.
news is you can trade with someone who doesn't have the expansion pack
Yeah.
and get those Pokemon. So you don't actually need it. As long as you know someone else who has it. Look at all the people pressing F.
Yeah, dude. All the chat is basically just F, 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 F. That's so funny, dude. I'm
Why is everyone just pressing F? I don't understand.
press F to pay respects, dude.
No, I get that, but why are they paying respects?
Because the stream just cut off in the middle of his sentence.
Oh, that's why they're
So
pressing
everyone was just
after.
saying F. Yeah, so I don't. Anyways, continue. You were saying you like them adding the new Pokemon back. It's not nearly as bad because
You don't
you
exactly
don't
need
have
it
to
as
buy
long.
them.
Yeah, you can have it traded
Yeah.
to you.
Well, they ended the stream officially, so I guess cancel that. So I don't know. I guess it's a thing. I don't know. I think overall it was fine. But what they're trying to do is just let everybody, like, I don't know. I think they're trying to just kind of make up for it and be like, look, like, we hear you. You're mad. You want more Pokemon. Here they are. We're sorry, I guess. Like, they're trying at least. I can give them that much.
I do agree. I assume that the balancing issue is there are a lot of Pokemon, and to make sure they're all balanced, all playable, and one isn't too, and some aren't too broken. I guess it makes sense that eventually
Right.
they're gonna have to.
Well, me and Adam were discussing this, and like, I don't. The competitive scene is big, right? But it's not the majority of the Pokemon player base. Like, the majority of player base is children and people who play through once or twice and they're done, right? Like, most people aren't competitively playing Pokemon. Me and him were discussing it, and we think, I don't know. I think this point, their best bet would just be to make another Pokemon Stadium, balance all the Pokemon out, and call it a fucking day, and be like, look, here's your competitive Pokemon. Now we can do whatever the fuck we want with the family.
You haven't played Sword and Shield, so there is a new update, something similar that I thought was a very, very good idea.
Okay.
That they did. And what they did was that you can rent a Pokemon team. And the way that works is that it's like a Minecraft seed. It's someone makes a team and they put the seed online and say, hey, you can go into competitive and use this number code and you'll get the team that I made. And then you can go in and play online.
Oh, okay.
So
well,
that's
kinda
which is a really good idea. Because my biggest thing was like, dude, for online battling, just give us literally a Pokemon team maker.
cool. Yeah.
Like, that's what we all want.
Yeah. Nobody wants to deal with all this bullshit of raising Pokemon and finding perfect.
Well, it's Pokemon. It's like Pokemon Showdown. There's a reason Pokemon Showdown is so popular.
Yeah, it's because they want to just get straight to the battling.
Yeah, it's a PC game, and you literally just get your team, adjust your IV, EVs, what moves you want, like, and there you go. And then you just go in, and that way, when you lose because you're just bad.
Yeah, fair enough. Or you got outsmarted or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. So I did like that. That is an aspect that I appreciated. But I'm sure there are also people who would buy it and then I'm sure they want people to play the story.
Sure.
And I could definitely see people buying the game and then just not playing the story and then going straight to online battling.
Sure.
They could always pull the whole you're not allowed to online battle until you beat the champion. But
yeah, but I doubt that's gonna happen. I don't know. I was kind of expecting them to be like, look, like, you could just buy the game and the expansion together. I'm sure that's coming at some point. But because now I'm like, well, fuck, I might as well just wait until the DLC's out and then buy the game with the expansion. Like,
I don't know. I think it's worth playing. I'm telling you. I think it's worth playing now.
Worth playing. I'm just saying in terms of like my time management and just what I have going on. Like, we're gonna be super busy in like a month. It's gonna be crazy because like everything's coming out at the end of February, early March, right? So,
yeah.
For me, like, buying that around fall would probably be the best bet, because if they release that DLC in like August, that'd be the perfect time for me, because then I'll pick it up in August, I'll play through the game, I'll play through the DLC and be done with it. I don't know. I'm okay with the DLC though. I'd rather them do this DLC than release.
Mike, when's the last time you played all the way through Pokemon?
I played all the way through X and Y. I played all the way through Let's Go. And I stopped at Let's Go after I got Mewtwo, I think.
Okay, because I know you didn't finish Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
Yeah, but that was mostly because I got rid of my DS.
You don't have a DS?
No, I got rid of my 3DS.
I have 1, 2.
I didn't feel I wasn't playing it, so like, whatever. And I play my Switch the least out of any console I own.
There are 5 3DS models in my house and 1 DS Lite.
Right, but you guys are more into playing some of the older games too. So
Yeah.
are they releasing? They're still releasing 3DS games, aren't they?
I haven't heard. I haven't heard anything recent on DS games.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't know exactly.
Anyways, I guess we could kind of go through these a little bit more. Just I want to go through the expansion for your side because you played through and you kind of have a better.
I haven't beat the Elite Four champion yet. I just got the last gym badge.
Fair enough. So I think both of these places would be cool, and I think they kind of offer different things. I'm interested to see how the dojo works out, cause like if it's like a battle tower or something, there's a battle tower in this game, isn't there? Already?
If I don't know exactly.
Because that concept art to me kind of looked like a battle tower. I'm just saying. Like, I know that
it might be
dojo, but because I remember talking with Jason about it a bit, because he's big into the battle tower and stuff like that. I missed something in here, so let me actually skim through. Oh, I can't yet. Hold on. Video is private. Fuck you. Alright, well, I guess we can't go through the stream. I wanted to just go through the stream and just... Because I missed one thing where they talked about bringing back apricorns. Apricorns? Is it apricorn? How the fuck do you say that?
Apricorns?
Apricorns? Okay, whatever. Those haven't been in games for a while, or they have been? Because, like, the last time I remember them being in games was in, like... I don't know, Silver and Gold. I don't remember them being important in pretty much any other game. I
don't remember exactly.
Anyways, they're bringing those back so you can get new Pokeballs or whatever, right? The Legendary is kind of cool.
I do want to say this kind of reminds me of Breath of the Wild's expansion. First expansion was based on combat, which is kind of what they indicate the first one's going to be based on. And then the second one was story-based, which also... this appears to be based.
Right.
Which isn't bad. I'm just saying that's a similarity I see.
Yeah,
it's interesting.
It just kind of seems like they're side by side, or they seem a little bit similar. Dude, I fucking called it. Hold on, where is it? Where's it? So, you know how I said, I don't know if this was on stream or not, so I guess I'll repeat it. You know how I jokingly said earlier how they're gonna be like, here's more Pokemon. Sponsored by EA, or in conjunction with EA. We've worked together to put more Pokemon into the game. There are literally people saying that. They're like, this is worse than EA. This is some EA shit. And I'm like, not really, because you made the valid argument that it's not locked behind the paywall. Like, once, like, the first whatever month goes out, like, there'll be Pokemon everywhere. So... I just don't... Did they get rid of that random trading?
I think wonder trading is still a thing.
Okay, that's what I thought, but I wasn't sure. So, like, it's totally possible you could still get these Pokemon. So, people, like, if you want to guarantee the Pokemon, yes, you're probably gonna have to go, like, LFG or something, or, like, buy the expansion. But, like, it's not like you're just... Like, the reason why we shit on EA is because they're just like, oh... Here is something that was part of the game. We're locking just that off, and we're making you pay for just that. If they were like, oh, it's $30 just to get new Pokemon, like, yeah, I would totally agree. But
yeah, but they're giving us an expansion pass. And from what I can tell, at least they didn't say for sure. They said 200 plus Pokemon will be coming with the first expansion pass. 200 Pokemon.
Okay.
So I don't know if that means...
But I wasn't sure.
Oh, you think it's for both? It could be. Yeah. We can't really go back and look at the stream, can we?
Yeah, we can't look at the stream right now because YouTube sucks and doesn't let you go back and look at fucking stream. It takes whatever a while to process it or some bullshit.
So
see if I can find it.
It's nice that we're getting so many Pokemon. How many Pokemon are in the... Hang on.
I was kind of hoping I could find it, but whatever.
How large
Scroll through
is
this.
the Galar
Back.
Pokedex.
So you can't. By the way, you can scrub through it. It's just that it's whatever. Fuck is it?
Okay, how many Pokemon are even in the Galar region? Okay, so it looks like there's a total of
I'm gonna let this play and then I'll stomp it when I find it.
400.
So that'll bump it up to 600. So that'll include most of them at that
Darn,
point.
the Cerebi page is bugging out real bad. It keeps scrolling back up.
Yeah, it's probably getting blown up right now because of the.
Yeah, there's 400. Oh my gosh, there's 400. There we go. Okay, that's
Trying to buff through here and because I don't know. Reggie's, blah 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 blah. I'm running this at 2x speed because I'm trying to get to the fucking point, but I don't know where it was in the stream because I didn't timestamp it.
It looks like there's around 400.
Fair enough. So then it'll be like 600. That's roughly half, right?
Let's find out. I actually don't know how many Pokemon total right
I
now.
thought at this point there were like over 1,000, like roughly.
I don't think there's over 1,000 yet, or it might be right at 1,000.
Okay.
How many Pokemon are? Damn it! I can't type.
Yeah, it was after the Crown Tundra, so it's in here somewhere.
I want to see how many Pokemon. Right now, there are 807. Hang on, I want to make sure that this is up to. I don't think it is. Yeah, with an 8th generation coming soon. So 809. How many? Okay, let me change my search. How many new Pokemon? How many new Pokemon are there in Gen? These are all the new ones.
Should be. I'm scrolling through and trying to see.
Are there exactly? There's a total of. You're literally gonna make me count this crap.
200 plus Pokemon will be added in both expansions.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
On the Isle
7,
so it's total.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68. Nice. 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81. And then 81 new Pokemon. And then they have Galarian forms of Pokemon as well. Like of old Pokemon they have that have Galarian forms. There's 81 new ones. And then in Galarian forms, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Okay.
So I'd say there's 81 new Pokemon.
Okay. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm fine with this, but the Pokemon community is probably gonna bitch because it's what they do. So I don't know. I see this as a good thing versus taking it and being like, because I think you'd have a valid argument if they were like, here's Pokemon Sword and Shield Plus, or here's Pokemon Armor, or some bullshit, right? And then they were like, oh, all the new Pokemon are in here, but you can also trade them. Like, we'd be having the same conversation where we're like, well, you can trade them, so who really gives a shit? They're just gonna update it in Sword and Shield.
Yeah.
But people are gonna be like, no, you have to buy the new game to blah 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 blah, and it's like, whatever, man. Like, I don't know, because like, I don't know. You and I have had this discussion like 100 times since they announced the National Deck's not coming. I'm a Digimon fan over Pokemon personally, but like, and there's like a ridiculous amount of Digimon, like an absurd amount. And so I'm just used to not having all of them in the game and then only putting stuff in the game that balances out. So they'll put like your fan favorites, like you're always gonna probably get Charizard, you're probably always gonna get Pikachu, stuff like that. But like,
Yeah.
really, who gives a shit about some third gen Pokemon nobody fucking talks about, like Shroomish or something? Like,
I mean,
you know what I mean? Like, I'm
I
sure
was-
there's somebody whose favorite Pokemon is Shroomish, right? But like, I'm sorry, like, there have to
I'm
be
not just
cuts.
talking about that. I counted. If you look up if you look up a total like Pokedex thing that shows which Pokemon are in there and which Pokemon aren't, you can tell that they tried to go a pretty even amount on all of the different gens,
Right.
so that not one gen's overrepresented over another. And there are some fan favorites that are very clearly,
Left out. Is that what you said?
yeah, some
Okay.
fan favorites where they probably just didn't have room for.
Like what? Like Lucario or something like that? Or what?
Let's find out.
I'm just curious now, cause like, I don't know. Anyways, you were right about Pokemon Home. That's coming. I think if you had Pokemon Bank and like your subscription lapsed or whatever, do you lose all your Pokemon? Or you just have to
No,
pay?
they just make you pay.
Okay. The reason why I ask is because like at this point, like might as well just fucking pay up for that because I got a bunch of decent Pokemon in there. And I don't. The inclusion of Pokemon Home makes me believe that at some point they'll work it back, and you'll be able to bring certain Pokemon in, and certain Pokemon won't be. But like, you'll have access to all of your Pokemon in Pokemon Home. So,
Yeah, you will. In Pokemon Home, they already said you can move all of your Pokemon into Pokemon.
well, that's
It's just that they can't all be used in Sword and Shield.
right, which is I think fine because as long as Pokemon Home works with other Pokemon games, the idea will eventually be that I don't know. I view Pokemon games the same way people view like Smash Bros, where like people are gonna have their favorite version of the game, basically, and like that's gonna be their favorite version of the game, and that's the one they're gonna prefer to play because they like the mechanics or whatever, right? Like
Oh, I honestly bet the Pokemon Company took it down.
what?
Yeah, probably. It leaked which Pokemon were in it and weren't in it. They released like an image
Yeah, I've
that
seen it.
showed like
The big
that showed Pokemon. And I also remember reading in the news that they were going after the leaker. And now I'm
I've
just
heard
looking
this,
around
that
and
they're
I
trying to
can't
sue
find the
Leaker.
picture I can't find the picture anywhere online. Oh,
Yeah.
here it is.
Yeah, I'm sure you can find it. It's gotta be somewhere.
Here it is.
Can you send it to me?
Hang on. It's kind of hard to see. Give me just a sec. I
Yeah,
know
'cause
what to,
it's super big, and when you try.
I
to
know
zoom
what to
in,
do here. No, there's a YouTube video that I watched. So hang on a second.
Yeah, send me the link and I'll pull it up here for the stream.
Hang on. I will.
What time? Screenshots.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Let me find it.
Yeah, you're good. Take your time. I'm in no fucking rush.
It's an older video because it's old news now.
Yeah, at this point
So.
it's way old news. Let me,
So
I guess
let me
go through
find
this
it.
with you. I kind of like the Galarian Slowpoke. I kind of like how he's like, is he gonna be a fire type? Because it kind of insinuates that he's a fire type.
There's only one water fire type, which is Volcanion.
Yeah, but I'm assuming
And
he'd be
he's
a
a
fire
legendary.
psychic. I mean, depending on whatever his is Slowpoke just water or is he water psychic?
I can't remember off the
Nah,
top of my
whatever,
head.
I'll look it up. I assume that he's water psychic, but
Oh yeah, slow. I know.
yeah, he's water psychic.
Let me find it.
I feel like Slowpoke is just such a meme at this
I hate the 2 ads. I hate it.
Have you seen the memes of Jake Gyllenhaal from Spider-Man: Far From Home? With that,
No.
there's a there's a scene in that movie where he goes, you know what, double the damage or whatever, and so they just take it and it's just whatever. So one of the memes was YouTube headquarters. Actually, you know what? Double the ads. Oh man. Alright, did I ever tell you about how Instagram's algorithm is just completely fucked for me? For some reason, it associates me with comic nerds. So all I get fed in Instagram's algorithm is comic book and Marvel shit. For some reason, even though I never post about comics or Marvel shit. Like all I ever post about is games basically and music. So I don't know how the fuck their algorithms tagged me that way, but it has, and it's super annoying.
Damn it. I really wish I could see this thingy thing. I really wish I could see it. It's basically the video's thumbnail, but it's hard to actually see it.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't zoom in on it.
Yeah, let me see if I can find an image of it. Pokemon in.
It's getting more and more like defined.
The image.
Hang on just a sec. Let me Okay, there we go. Okay, so it's much more clear now. Yeah, there's white and green. And the green ones are the ones that are included in the green ones are the ones that are included in Sword and Shield, and all the white ones are the ones that are not included. So let's see some fan favorites that aren't included. Me personally, I was very upset that the Magnemite line didn't make it in because I love Magnezone.
Yeah, so Squirtle and Bulbasaur didn't make it. Abra didn't make it. Alright, I'm trying to think of what's the red for?
Red. Red might mean they have a wait. What? Give me an example of something that's red.
I'm looking at something. Shuckle is red.
I don't know why that'd be red.
I think this is a chart of things that are already confirmed and things that weren't confirmed.
Okay, I've got a chart here, and let's see. Let's see. It's on my computer.
Oh, okay. Well, you could just send the image in fucking Discord real quick. Just drop it in there. Just drag it in there.
How do I do that? I don't want to exit out a full screen. Do I have to exit out a full screen?
I mean, you shouldn't have to. You should be able to just drag the image into the chat.
I don't have the chat in front of me though.
Oh, well,
I have it full.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So
let me.
But it's not the exact thing you were looking for. But whatever.
Let me see. I have the chart in front of me, so let me see this. So yeah, Abra didn't make it. I'm just trying to think of ones that people really like. Obviously, Slowpoke, Slowbro, Slowking, because they got revealed for this. Let's see here. I was disappointed that Mega Evolution was taken out.
Yeah.
because I felt like it was such a big deal in previous games.
Sure.
Same with Z moves. I thought they were made a big deal in previous games, and then they just didn't put them in here. I was kind of bummed
Right.
about that.
Let me see. I'm just looking through a lot of a lot of Sun and Moon Pokemon didn't make it either.
Yeah, I know.
Um,
Tell me about it.
Yeah, they're
let's
not
see
divided by
here.
gen, so I'm a little lost on some of these.
I've got it divided by gen.
Mew made it somehow. At least that's what I'm seeing. Is that true?
Yeah, Mew made it.
Mew
Yeah.
made it somehow.
Um,
The rarest fucking Pokemon in existence.
let's see. I'm trying to find another fan favorite who
Zigzagoon
did
make it?
it. I think it has its own form.
Yeah, I thought it was like a whatever.
Yeah, it has its own. It has its own form, but I'm pretty sure it'll work with the old form too, kind of thing.
Right.
Let's see here.
Evolutions made it.
Of course, the Evolutions made it. They're fan
Yeah.
favorites. They're like the fan favorites of the fan favorites.
I'm trying to
Who
think.
didn't? I'm trying to find others that didn't make it
Yeah, that's what I'm
in.
looking for.
Caesar didn't make it in. Scyther
Oh,
and Caesar
yeah,
didn't
Scyther.
make it
I
in.
like Scyther.
Heracross didn't make it in. I know people. I love Heracross.
I like Heracross too. Fuck, dude.
Magmar and
Yeah. Metagross
ah.
didn't make it.
I
What's his
mean,
name? What the fuck's his name? Metagross?
talking about the one with 4 legs with the X on its
Yeah.
face. That's Metagross.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw him a lot.
Yeah.
What else? I'm just looking.
Loudred or Exploud didn't make it in.
Yeah.
The Aaron line didn't make it in.
Fucking Rotom.
I was disappointed that the fossil Pokemon didn't make it in because the fossil Pokemon in Sun and Moon are horrible.
Oh, are they?
They look so dumb, and they all have the same theme, which is stupid. It looks like their bodies are cut in half.
Yeah.
It looks very stupid.
Yeah, that's what I think Adam was telling me. Is that they like they're like mix matched or something? Is that what it was?
Yeah, it looks like you basically cut Pokemon in half, 2 different Pokemon in half, and then stuck them together.
Oh, that's pretty stupid.
I
just
Bayonet didn't make it in.
don't know what people like and what people use. I know
Absol didn't make it in.
Oh yeah, I know people like Absol.
Absol didn't make it in. Solomons didn't make it in.
Jesus.
The Red of the Reggies made it in. There are rows that are entirely white, like that just did not make it in, and that includes basically the first 15 slots of the Sinnoh Pokedex, which is of course my favorite gen.
Yeah.
Let's see here yet.
Yeah, I see that. True.
Including Luxray. Who doesn't like Luxray? I like Luxray. Luxray didn't make it in.
Which one is Luxray again?
Luxray, Shinx, Luxio, and Luxray, they were like electric Pokemon for Diamond and Pearl. They look like a dog. Like a wolf.
Okay. Yeah, oh yeah, I think I kind of remember it.
Of course, Garchomp line. Garchomp is a huge fan favorite, and that didn't make it in. Garchomp line didn't make it in. And yeah, like I said, a whole bunch of Sinnoh Pokemon that were very popular. They got like new evolutions in Diamond and Pearl didn't make it in.
Yeah.
That includes the Nose Pass line, so no Nose Pass, no Probopass. The Porygon line didn't make it in, so no Porygon Z. Gligar didn't make it in, so there's no Gliscor. Yanma didn't make it in, so there's no Yanmega. And then Elekid and Magby didn't make it in, so there's no Magmortar.
Yeah.
Electivire. Tangela didn't make it in, so there's no Tangrowth. Lickitung didn't make it in, so there's no Licky Licky. And the one that broke my heart the most, no Magnemites, so Magnezone did not make it in. I always name them Maggie.
Fair enough.
Maggie the Magnezone.
Back
Oh
to
no.
Track real quick though. I'm always concerned when I see these when they're like, here's concept art.
I know we've gone over this 100 times in the show. Whenever you see concept art, you're like, oh shit, they're not ready.
Yeah.
They're like, you're like, it's not good. If they're only showing concept art, it means that
It
it's
definitely
not.
means they're not ready to show you, which could mean one of two things. It could mean it's garbage, or it could mean that it's just they're showing you off and they're really just not ready to yet, and they're just kind of pushing out plans ahead of time.
I mean, you're paying $30 for 2 expansions, which is half the price of the Pokemon. So I wouldn't expect these to be too large.
Yeah, I'm not expecting them to be big, and I'm not really expecting them. I'm expecting them to perform well. So if they don't perform well, it's gonna be an issue. But given that the way that the Switch runs and accesses information, it should be fine. Adding all that in, because it's all gonna download straight to your SD card. It's not gonna download to the whatever. It's not gonna be on the cartridge unless they make a new cartridge version.
Sure, they will.
Yeah, I assume they'll eventually sell something with the expansion pack and the game, because that would be smart. But or at least do it in hindsight. But either way, I don't know. Everything here I think is good news. I know people are gonna be like, this is bullshit, blah 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 blah, and it's like, look, like they're trying to give you what you want at the same point while trying to like do something new and interesting. It's basically the same argument we've been having about the national decks. At least now they're actually listening to you about it, and they're like, look, we're putting more Pokemon back in. So I'm fine with that, and I'm sure you'll probably get the same amount of Pokemon that are in it now in the next gen. And they'll kind of resolve to eventually get back to putting them all in, I assume. But at the same point,
Yeah.
I'm okay with some of these cuts because some Pokemon just suck. Like, not all
Yeah.
Pokemon are good. So,
The Switch, the good news is, and I want people to think about this. If they have the Pokemon done, you know what I mean? There's no reason that they can't appear in future games. And the Switch isn't going anywhere. The Switch is the Switch is doing good stuff for Nintendo.
right, they're doing really well with it.
So I wouldn't plan on a console coming out, like a new console coming out, which they'd have to redesign the Pokemon.
Yeah.
So I'd say that this is a good sign for the future of Pokemon. Just
Yeah.
when a new game comes out, there'll probably be more Pokemon added, a significant amount more, and then, like you said, hopefully, eventually, we'll get back to like all of them. Give me that Diamond and Pearl remake, please. Ah, please.
Yeah.
That's the next one up on the docket to get remade.
Yeah, because Sapphire and Ruby got it. Everything but that one has got the first 3 have got
Yeah.
it. So, I guess.
Pokemon, the original Red and Blue have gotten it. In fact, you could argue Red and Blue's gotten it quite a few times.
Yeah, they've gotten it twice now.
Red and Blue, Fire Red and Leaf Green, and then Let's Go Eevee, Let's Go Pikachu, and if you split hairs, they made an appearance in Soul Silver and Heart Gold.
So technically, they've showed up in every iteration of like Nintendo hardware in one way or another.
Oh wow, you're right. I didn't even think about that.
Except for the
They
3DS.
They appeared on the DS. I guess they didn't technically appear on the 3DS.
Yeah, but you can
but
play the DS one.
They appeared on the Switch. They appeared on the DS. They appeared on the Game Boy Advance, and they appeared on the Game Boy.
Well, it's like Pokemon has got to be one of, if not the most popular series that they own. Besides Mario. Like, Mario is pretty synonymous with Nintendo, but so is Pokemon.
Dude, Zoroark didn't make it in.
I don't know what that is.
Zorora and Zoroark?
I barely recall any of these Pokemon.
They are they're Gen 5 Pokemon.
Okay.
And they're popular. And they didn't make it.
Do they look like I don't know, whatever.
They look like that.
It looks like. If I saw it, I'd know what you're talking about. But whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I think they're just trying to bless you. Bless you. I think they're just trying to do what they can at this point.
Yeah.
And I'd rather this than a new Pokemon game, and you have to shell out another $60. So, I think this is fine. I think they kind of got backlash for that on Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, where we were at the point where like, why are you doing this and not selling DLC? And it's kind of because the 3DS wasn't really designed for that. right?
Yeah.
I can't think of a single game on 3DS that had DLC. They would have updates and stuff, but so.
Are there
overall-
any EA games produced on Switch? Because that'll be the place to go look.
Are there any EA games? What on what?
I'm sorry, on the 3DS. If there's any EA games on the 3DS, that's where
I
you'd
think
find
so.
the payment stuff.
EA's pretty much done with Nintendo as a whole. It seems like they don't pretty much put anything on there if they don't have to.
Except FIFA.
Yeah, they put FIFA.
And
on
don't
there.
even get me started on that. People have gotten so mad over FIFA basically giving it its own special name.
Yeah, it's FIFA.
And then
20 something, but it's actually just FIFA 19.
it's just FIFA 19 with no new graphics or anything, even no new announcement sounds or anything, just updated team rosters, and that's
That's
it.
what I thought. Well, I mean, that's more or less what most of these games are now, anyways, with the sports games. So.
Yeah, but it's not even a new game.
Yeah, I know.
it's at least with
the new
FIFA.
roster, yeah.
Yeah, it's the old game, old graphics, old animations, just team rosters. Like that's it. That's
Yeah,
insane.
I don't know. Anyways, I think that was a solid direct overall. I think it's fine. I'm really excited for that Mystery Dungeon remake because I feel like the original ones didn't get a lot of love.
Well, it was a new game at the time, remember, and
Yeah.
people may have been skeptical about it. A Pokemon game that wasn't a main series Pokemon game.
Because it came out, yeah, it came out before that weird Ranger one. Pokemon Ranger is not good. In my
You could get
opinion.
Celebi. That's the only way you could get Celebi legally
Yeah,
in Pokemon Diamond and Pearl and Platinum.
yeah.
You had to do a special thing in Pokemon Ranger,
Pokemon
and then
Ranger is not a good game.
connect your save data, and you. Oh, I'm sorry, not What did I just say? What Pokemon did I say?
Ranger. Celebi, I think is what you said.
Celebi, not Celebi. Manaphy. Manaphy
Oh,
was
yeah,
what.
yeah.
That was the only way you could get Manaphy.
I mean, it is what it is. But I don't know. Overall, I think it's fine. The new expansions look cool. They're coming out pretty soon. Honestly, June is not that far away. It's about 6 months. And then fall.
I'll be graduated by then.
Well, yeah, that's true actually. With the fall, I assume it means way further out, probably like October, November, because there's no way they're gonna drop that in June and then in August be like, here's the.
I never trust release dates because, well, okay, I trust release dates, but I don't trust the month. Like
Yeah.
when they say something is coming at a certain time, if they give you a month, you best know that means at the very end of the month.
Yeah, it's usually
Same thing when people say holiday. They say when they say this is coming out holiday of.
They're talking like the week.
They're
before
talking-
Friday.
They're talking January of the following year.
Yeah, they do that sometimes.
Yeah, where they go, this is releasing holiday of 2019, and then it's releasing January 29th
Yeah,
on 2020. They do that stuff all the time. It's same thing for months. This is releasing June of this year.
right.
That means it is releasing at the butt end of June.
June 30th.
Yeah,
Um,
that's what they mean.
that.
And I guess you can't blame them for it.
It's pretty soon, honestly, though. That's 2 months away, so that's not too bad. I'm excited for that. I'll probably pick that up. But yeah, overall solid direct. I think. You have anything else you really want to say or talk about?
No, I've made my peace.
All right, sounds good. Then we're gonna get out of here. Thank you for joining us. This has been the Pokemon Direct, our commentary and all that, blah blah blah. So we're not gonna cover it this week. I don't think we're doing news this week actually. I think we're doing another group chat. I'm doing one for 2020 games, and then you have one next week. So
Yeah.
yep. So yeah, look forward to that, and thank you for joining us. Bye.
Bye, humans.